Good morning, you guys. So we woke up this time at 10, not 2, and went downstairs and had breakfast. I had an Ei und Obst. So I had an egg and fruit, and now I have a glass of vitamins. So this morning is gonna go a little different. I need to work. I need to play catch up. I'm super behind on editing. So hopefully I can get as much done as possible. I still need to work even though this is a vacation. So I'm trying to get some of that done. And yeah, today should be a pretty chill day, but we decided to extend our time here. So I was actually supposed to fly to Lima and work a Lima trip, but then I ended up deciding to drop the trip because we thought on it and we're like, you know what, Lima's not going anywhere. I can pick it up at another time. Let's go ahead and see family while we can see family. We didn't extend too long. I think we extended maybe somewhere between 2 to 4 days extra. So the dogs are still good and everything like that. So that's basically how today is going. I know we also talked about doing curry wurst pommes. It's kind of like a sausage with like a curry flavoring on it and then a side of fries. Fries is pommes. And then here they eat fries with mayonnaise, not ketchup like we do in the States, but with mayonnaise. And you know what? I was very disgusted when I first heard that. I think the first time that I ever knew that was actually before I met my husband. We were in France, my mom and I, and they brought mayonnaise to the table and we were so confused. It didn't take very long to figure it out that Europe, it's very, very common to eat French fries with mayonnaise, but don't knock it until you try it. I'm not gonna lie, like I do like that vinegary ketchup kind of flavor because it cuts some of the fat, whereas mayonnaise is definitely adding fat on fat, but still pretty good. So I think we're gonna end up trying that today. Let's drink our vitamins and get some work done, and I will see you guys in a bit. So I finished an entire video. The next video after the one I'm about to set live right now is good to go. So I'm at least one video out. But anyways, we went downstairs to have some sourdough bread because we went to Roland's house yesterday, which is Chip's friend, and he makes his own sourdough and it is so good. It's so yummy and fresh. Like I think that's something that we're gonna try to do once we get back. We also did lunch that was delicious, you guys. It was so good. So Chip's mom made cauliflower and they use like the leftover broach, the breakfast rolls that you guys have been seeing us eat to make a breading. It's kind of the same thing that they do with schnitzel. They take cauliflower and put the breading on it, fry it, they'll mash the potatoes up and then they mix it together with the cauliflower and it was so good. It kind of reminds me of like what you would think of like the vegan chicken nuggets, but it was absolutely delicious. So I had that with a salad for lunch, which is why we actually didn't eat curry wurst when we should have. So we were gonna go try to do that, but then it turns out that it's a family-owned business and they close at 5. So we just missed it. So instead, we are actually going to do McDonald's. And I know this is gonna sound weird because I really don't eat McDonald's even in the States, but I do have this fascination with seeing like the different McDonald's and all the different countries and the types of food that they have there, the different menu items and stuff. I remember when I went to Greece and they had like gyros or something on the menu and I was just shocked. Like I'm fascinated by how fast food is different in other countries, even though most of the time I don't actually eat it. This time I wanted to try it. I have done McDonald's in Amsterdam. Whenever I was in town, we drove up to Amsterdam to get my husband's wedding suit. He had a custom suit made. So we stopped at McDonald's on the way there. So I kind of have an idea of what it tastes like over there. So it'll be interesting to see how it is here. Chip is going to go run and pick us up McDonald's. And the shark tail over here. Yeah, oh, that was the other thing. So they actually have chicken wings at the McDonald's here and like mozzarella looking sticks. They're not called mozzarella sticks, but they have something. I will show you guys the menu because I was like, what the heck?
Here's like their burger and nuggets and like they have a Grant Bacon TS. So these are like their new burgers and like something with barbecue, but they have a chicken and cheese box and I think we're gonna try this, and it has like the mozzarella looking sticks and I think chicken nuggets in there. But then also when you see some of their stuff, so they have a big and tasty, a McDouble chili cheese, a vegan burger, the hamburger, the double cheeseburger, which I'm getting this. They also have a chicken burger, which looks completely different from our like McChickens. This is basically like the quarter pounder. So that's the American quarter pounder. So they have some similar stuff, but one of the things I was shocked by was actually, where is it? I think I have to go back. I think this is the chicken action products. Oh, they also have like this kind of like fry. Let's see, where'd it go? They have wraps, salads. Chip said the McFlurry machine never works in Germany either, so that's very, very interesting. Oh, there we go. So they have chicken wings, which was something I was shocked by. So they have like the little mozzarella looking sticks and chicken wings and a bunch of stuff that like we just don't really have.
But anyway, so Chip is gonna go pick us up dinner. I am going to get this video uploaded to you guys right now, set it up live on YouTube, and then I think we're gonna go meet up with a couple of Chip's friends. I don't know how many people speak English or not, so it'll be a good German lesson for me. But yeah, so I'm gonna basically get back to work and I will check in with you guys when the McDonald's is here.
Okay, so we're in the burger duty here, driving quick to McDonald's. But first, I need to set that seat up for me. It's my sister's car. Dann nehme ich noch so eine.
Ja, mit Camembert und Süß-Sauersoße?
Ja, bitte. Gibt's die als Menü?
Leider nein.
Okay, dann nehme ich nochmal einfach nur so eine große Pommes. Danke. It's all different as in the States. The quarter pounder calls here Royal mit Käse, and they don't have them as a double, apparently. I didn't know this. And now we're doing something that I'm super excited and also super sad we don't have that in the States. We're driving on a German Autobahn. No speed limit. Pow! Guck mal hier, Emilia, with Cheeseburger.
So one of the first things that I pulled out of the bag were the sauces. So this one is the sweet and sour sauce, and it very much tastes and smells just like the American one. And then there was also this cranberry dip sauce, and I believe this one came with the little fried cheese ball things. There was also mayonnaise and no ketchup within sight. They also have paper straws instead of plastic straws. Chip said that this is a change that you're just now recently seeing all over Germany. And the first thing I tried were the fries, and they taste very similar, just not as fried or salty. And then next was the double cheeseburger. Obviously, it's not the most aesthetic burger, and it never is in America either, but it did taste very similar. I would say that the meat tastes a little bit more fresh than the one that you get in America, but I very much enjoyed this because this is typically what I would order. And then next up came the chicken and cheese box. So this was the typical chicken nugget alongside like these little fried cheese balls. And when I tried them, I was very hopeful that it was gonna be like a mozzarella sticks, but I quickly learned that it is camembert cheese. And I even tried it with that cranberry sauce earlier, and I was hoping that that would just make it better, cut some of that really like sour pungent cheese taste, and it definitely did not. I really had hope for it, but it was just not it for me. And last up was the apple pie. Now the outside really reminded me about how the American apple pie used to be before they changed it around, but the inside was so much better. Like I just don't know if I don't remember it really, but it was so fresh. I was very much impressed with this. And then we walked over to Chip's friend's house so we could hang out a bit before we had to leave. So we just got back from Chip's friend's house. Only I think one person spoke English, which was Roland from last night, but that was okay. It was still a lot of fun. It was kind of like playing charades where you don't know too many of the words and you're kind of guessing the body language to put together the stories. Some were funnier without knowing the story and some were actually funnier once you got the story. But anyways, I came back and got some more salad from last night, but Mr. Man over here, he came and brought a big old plate of goodies. So what is this, babes?
Cinnabons, like Zimt rolls, salami, und Bierschinken. And those are Weberli.
What is that?
That's a kind of like a chocolate cake and a chocolate dip with like whipped cream inside.
So we're gonna go ahead and have our late night goodies, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, you guys. So I didn't film yesterday because we woke up late again. I couldn't sleep a lot, and then actually when the alarm went off, we just turned it off and went back to sleep. But we did have some really interesting food. To start off with, we went downstairs and Chip's mom made meatballs with fried potatoes and then vegetables, and they put like a hollandaise sauce on vegetables. It comes in like a little box and you put like hollandaise sauce on the vegetables. So that was very yummy. yummy. And then after that, we actually had like a midday snack. So that's something really cute that I noticed they tend to do in Germany is like in the middle of the day, they'll have like a dessert with coffee or like some kind of bread with coffee. Well, yesterday it was Brezel und Kaffee. So pretzels and coffee. And then for dinner, we met up with one of Chip's friends and we actually went to a place. We were gonna go to Gettysburg. Is that how you say it? Gettysburg? I can't remember off the top of my head, but we were gonna go there. It's one of our favorite places to eat. They actually change locations, but every time I'm here, we always try to go there. They have the best schnitzel and spatzel. It's so good. But when we went there last night, for some reason, they were just closed just for that one day. Not normally just the one day, which it's Wednesday. So sometimes restaurants in Germany can be closed on Monday. So I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we went into Gießen and we did a schnitzel place instead. And it was like this really, really cool. I loved all the decor. It was super pretty in there. So we started with schnitzel and it was like the original Austrian schnitzel where it's actually cow. So it's Kuh instead of pork. And it was delicious. And then we had a bowl of spatzel. Now I'm not gonna lie, whatever the topping was, it kind of reminded me of like masago on sushi. Like, I don't know, it reminded me of that, but with like a different flavor profile, like more herby. So the spatzel wasn't my favorite. I think Gitty's does a much better job of spatzel, which we're still gonna try to go to Gitty's, just a different day. And then we ordered some, well, I ordered some coffee, and we got a dessert. Now the first dessert, I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a plum dessert and it had like almond ice cream and like these pancakes, like really fluffy pancakes with it and like some kind of like syrup. It was so good. But then Chip still was hungry and wanted to get the apple strudel, so we also got that and it was fabulous. And they had like this raspberry ice cream and then they had like candied pecans and stuff. It was very, very good. So that's basically how our day ended up going yesterday. It was basically just a food tour. We didn't do like too much, but today is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to start getting ready right now and we are going to a place called, let me pull it up for you guys, called Schloss Braunfels. So it looks like this and it's like a castle and I guess there's like a city and stuff there. So it says it's a medieval castle rebuilt in the 13th century Gothic style with a program of open air opera and events. Okay, so we are finally in the car. So we have a couple errands to run after we end up going to the castle and I think we're gonna pick up some food, some lunch on the way. The chips that I bought my sister that we always look for anytime we're in Europe. My sister and I hunt these down every time like I'm in Europe. I will like try to bring these back for her. We ate them, so I gotta get her another bag. So right now we are finally heading out. It looks like it's a little after 1 o'clock now. So I learned 3 things from that experience. Number 1, it's much colder than it looks. I'm gonna have to put this sweater on. Number 2, currywurst pommes. Currywurst pommes?
Currywurst pommes.
Currywurst pommes? Tastes much better than I thought. Much better. It's very, very good actually. The sauce on it kind of reminds me of like, kind of like a ketchup-y flavor with a little bit of like a curry hint to it. And the third thing, the third thing I learned is that Germans do not play when it comes to mayonnaise. That pasta salad was amazing, but they were heavy-handed on the mayo. And even the fries, like when it came over, I was like, that is a mountain of mayonnaise. So yeah, the way that we treat ketchup, they definitely treat mayo. But all in all, everything was great. I would have gone less mayo on the pasta salad, but still great. Everything was really, really good. So I'm gonna put the sweater on and then I think we're gonna start heading off to
Schloss Braunfels.
All right, let's go.